All right, I got a bunch of parts here. I ordered some pegs, foot pegs, because the ones I had were not working for me. So let me open them up, see what kind of tools I'm going to need. I'm hoping they're, well, it doesn't matter because I have both, but I think they're American. Yep. That is a 1/4 inch for that in here. I'm going to loosen it on both. These are made by a company called Builtwell, and they were pricey. The reason I like them is because they got these pointy pyramid-shaped things, because on the other ones, I felt like my boots, my feet were slipping off the pegs. And now I got to cut all these open here. I'm not sure how this is assembled. I want to be careful I don't scratch it because it is chrome. Tell you what, I think I'm going to lay something down here just so I don't scratch it. Golly. And this stuff came from kuryakin. And that's what it's ultimately going to look like, I think. Allegedly. No instructions, so it must be pretty easy. I did a meme the other day, and I put it on my Facebook page. I do a lot of Facebook memes, and I put a picture of Joe Biden, and I said, when someone wants to check if something is actually idiot-proof, I'm the guy they call. I couldn't do that on YouTube. They banned me. Oh, there are instructions. Okay, so let's see if I'm going to need these. I will. They come with these spring-loaded things, and what you do is you slide them in here. Golly, that's really tight. They also came with smaller ones. Let's see if those work better. I don't know how they go. Let's go underneath. This is not very exciting, I know. Maybe they go this way. No, they do not. Maybe they go this way. Golly, they're not going in there, so I may not need them. I'm going to shut you off and I'm going to read these instructions. Yeah, I admit it. I'm going to read the instructions. All right. It did take a little convincing, but I got them stainless little spring-loaded things in here. I got them on the back. You have to go down this way. They can't go in this way. So I backed these bolts out and I tapped them down in there, and it was real hard to line them up with the threaded hole, but I did it. Now I'm going to move you to another tripod, and I'm going to bolt these. These have like indentations, grooves, and that's how they fit. Okay, that way. And then they're held on by these here. So let me move you to another tripod. All right. I think I'm gonna like these. They look good. All right, let me get that other one started. I got blue Loctite on them, so they're taking a bit. It's going to take me a little bit to get them turned in. And where I'm putting them is just above the curve here. And I'm going to sit on the bike when I get them torqued down on both sides. I'm going to sit on the bike and see if that's where I like them. I kind of think that's going to work. All right, let me get my other, I got to tighten that up. I think I'm going to end up raising these up a little higher. Yep, I think that's going to be all right. Let me get my one more. That's 3 different Allen wrenches there. 3 different hex skis for this. Can't see. I'm just going to go ahead and sit on the bike and see if that's anywhere close. It is, but I gotta angle them in a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down and I'm gonna bring these wrenches with me. So when I get on the road, if I feel like I gotta make some micro adjustments, I can do that. All right, let's do the other one. Trick is to try and, I'm gonna have to get on the other side of you. I may have to go, I'm gonna have to back my gator out of here. There's not enough room between here and my gator. All right, yeah, I had to back it out anyway because I got my bike up on a wooden block here, so I gotta use my jack. I gotta get my jack in here to lower it. I think I'm gonna like these. Yeah, the hard part is to make sure they're both identical, otherwise it looks funny going down the road. You don't look aerodynamic. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm going riding in the morning with at least 2 other people. I mean, me and Charlie and 2 other people. Jerry and his wife Tammy from the Southern Cruisers Riding Club. Let me back up and get a look at these and make sure they're both equal. So, that one is turned back that way just a little bit. I haven't tightened that one up, but otherwise, height-wise, let's see. I think this one needs to come down about a 3/8 of an inch. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna tighten this up first. All right. All right, let me get back and look at these one more time. For some reason, that one seems tilted up a little more. I don't know why. Let's look down this way. I think I may have this too far back that way. I'll pull it forward just a little bit, and yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm going to sit on it again. Vroom, vroom. Oh yeah, I like it. But I do know I'm going to tilt I'm going to tilt these this way just a little more. Let me get my chair. Move. You're always in the way. All right, this, I'm locking them down. Don't snap. That side, and I do believe we're done. Sorry, I know you're getting dizzy. All right, I'm going to bring these with me tomorrow. We're going on about a 220, 230 mile ride. Okay, I'm going to get this off the blocks, and tomorrow we ride. Wake up early, have coffee, eat bacon. Okay, here are these are the pegs. They're kind of expensive, and these were kind of expensive, but sometimes if you want something you don't have to replace again, you got to spend the money for the really good part. So this is the peg, the built well, that's the company, and here's the part number. And this is for an 04 Road King Classic. And these are the clamps here, not the pegs, just the clamps. And you can get them in black or chrome. I got the chrome ones. And that's the part number. And I think these were $88. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you the price exactly in these two in just a second. Let me go look it up. Yes, they were pricey. I'm almost embarrassed to tell you. The pegs themselves, just the pegs, from Dennis Kirk were 119 bucks, and these were 88. Okay. Let's pretend I didn't tell you the price of them, because that's embarrassing that I spend that much on stupid foot pegs. But, you know, I have two hobbies, making knives and riding motorcycles, and drinking coffee and eating bacon and petting dogs. So I have multiple hobbies. Alrighty. Tomorrow we ride. See ya. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do one last thing just because I'm thinking about it now, and so I'm going to do it now. This is a 04 Road King, and the Electra Glides and most of the touring models have air shocks. And you adjust these right here. You got to pull the saddlebag off, and the valve to adjust them is behind the saddlebag, and there it is right there. And you have this little handy dandy pump slash gauge, and for my weight, see, you put the amount of weight in here, the amount of air pressure in here based on how much weight you plan on having on the bike. And in my case, I weigh 150 pounds. If you piled all my clothes on a scale, that'd be 150 pounds. I have to have between 10 and 11, 12 pounds of air in here. So you got to check it every once in a while. I set this, when I first got this, I set it at 10 pounds. So I'm gonna hook this up and see if it's lost any air pressure. And if it has, I'm gonna look on the back of this. There's lines here, they're called press fit lines. And see, here it is, they press in, and when you pull out, they seal tightly. So I'll check all the lines to make sure that they're all pressed in and then pulled out where they clamp down on the hose real tight. I have another, of course, I have another shock on the other side. Let me get this hooked up and see what kind of pressure I got still in there. And I set it at exactly 10 pounds. All right, it did lose some pressure. So let me get the tripod set up. And let me move you back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right. I got it almost at 10 pounds. Now, and this doesn't lose air when you're unscrewing it, so that's a good thing. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the valve cover back on that, and then I'm gonna go around and make sure all the pressed in fittings are tight and not leaking. Oh, kickstand, please be up. But I'm not the only one that started lowering this thinking, did I have my kickstand down? Okay, we're done. Tomorrow we gas up and we'll be meeting at Jim's Barbecue in Wascom for a cup of coffee and bacon. And then we're going on our ride. See you tomorrow.